Hi, my name is Emma Singletary. I am a career counseling student under the supervision of Dr. Jessica Moreno at Sac State, who is a licensed marriage and family therapist. Anything we talk about today will be confidential unless you disclose that you are planning on intending harm to yourself or others, or you disclose anything about child abuse or elder abuse, in which case I am a mandated reporter, so I would have to report that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Where would you like to begin?
I just came in today because it's getting to the end of the semester and I'm just starting to get really stressed out with all the papers and tests and things I have to do for the end of the semester, and it's just feeling kind of overwhelming.
So you're feeling stressed out and overwhelmed by the end of the semester projects you have upcoming, upcoming deadlines?
Yeah.
So, do you have a lot of projects coming up? You said
I'm like working through them. I have a few papers, or I guess one paper left and a test, and a few smaller projects that I have to kind of get done.
So it sounds like your attention is getting split in multiple directions.
Yeah, I would say that's also true.
Have you started any of these projects yet?
Yeah, I've done 2 papers and a few of the smaller things that I have to do, and I'm still just kind of still working through it. I have about a week left, so just getting through things the best I can every day.
Have you made a list of all the things you have upcoming with their deadlines?
Yeah, I made kind of a master list of everything, but I haven't made, and I've crossed some stuff off that, which has been helpful, but I haven't made, smaller like to-dos. It's just kind of like this huge list that I have to deal with.
So it sounds like maybe it would be helpful to make a list that's smaller of all the things you have due, and maybe break them down so it's not just one big paper that you have to worry about that's due in a few days. You can break it down to, how many pages is it?
It's 10 pages total.
So maybe you do 2 pages today, 2 pages tomorrow, and then it's not so overwhelming, and then simultaneously you can work on your other projects.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I kind of always had it listed as, this one big paper I had to do. I didn't really think about breaking it down into smaller chunks that I could do every day.
I know personally that's helped me in the past. That way it's not this big looming thing, and then you finish that one huge thing and then you're too tired to work on your other projects. It becomes a more manageable monster.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's just making those to-do lists every day is kind of daunting in and of itself, and I find myself procrastinating on making those when I think about it.
How is that helping your stress level?
I guess it's not at all. I think it's probably pretty counterproductive.
So it sounds like you're stressed out because of all of these projects, and you've gotten some of them done, but making the list also sounds like a chore. But maybe instead of that, you can use that as a tool to help you not look at all of these projects as such an overwhelming obstacle towards the end of the semester.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's a good point. I've also been feeling stressed lately because, it was just the Thanksgiving holiday and I intended to kind of take some time off, but then my time off was taken up by family time, and so I got home from that yesterday feeling pretty exhausted and worn out, and so kind of didn't feel like I took that time off.
Right, and that can make you even more stressed out and tired.
Yeah, exactly.
When your previously planned time gets snowballed by other factors in your life.
Yeah, especially family time, because it can be draining.
Sure. Well, have you made time for self-care for the following week, since your time for self-care kind of got run into other things?
I'm trying to. I just feel when I have all this stuff to do, it's hard to take time for myself because, I kind of feel guilty, like I'm not doing what I should be doing and I feel like I shouldn't be taking time off until I'm all the way done.
Well, I think that's a realistic aspect of trying to get work done is feeling guilty about enjoying the downtime you do have. But it can also be important to recharging your emotional batteries. And maybe if you do make daily lists, you can add that to the end of your day. So, you know, you've got your activities for tomorrow. Don't need to worry about those. Those are for tomorrow. And now you've done all the things you've crossed off your list, and now it's time for personal care.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense. That could be really, that could be helpful. Because, yeah, I have another week or so, and I don't know how I'm going to get through the rest of it if I'm, you know, feeling this way the whole time and feeling so tired and worn out. So I guess that'll be a good way to kind of manage that as I'm going forward. Because I have, you know, big papers and then smaller, kind of just more like annoying assignments that I have to do, and so I'm having to find little spaces of time to do those, but I guess I should also find little spaces of time to do self-care and take time for myself.
Yeah. Do you have anything in mind that would help you, like, take time to self-care? Like, do you have any activities planned?
Maybe going to yoga would help. I think just getting the right amount of sleep would probably help. Yeah, just that kind of thing, because I tend to stay up pretty late doing papers and stuff, and so that results in me, you know, being tired the next day.
And therefore more tired when you're working on your next thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it does kind of have a snowballing effect.
Okay, so you came in to discuss your stress about the upcoming final papers and upcoming final you have for the semester. How are you feeling about all that now that we've discussed, like, a potential tool you could use?
I think tools is a good word, because I kind of feel like still pressure, but I feel like I have ways to deal with that, and I feel a little more calm and ready to kind of face the challenges that I have right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are there any assignments, you said you've worked on some, that you could just, like, that you're done with and you can kind of just send off and then get that completely off your plate so you don't have to worry about it?
Yeah, there's a few that I've gotten done, but they're hard to, they're not due for another week, and it's hard to send them off because I always feel like, oh, there's another thing I could add, or, you know, some way I could possibly make them better, and so it's kind of hard to let them go, I guess.
Well, is it really worth maybe adding an extra paragraph if it's causing you this amount of stress to have them linger around and that you can't cross them off?
I guess not. I guess it's not really worth it. I should probably just get rid of them.
Well, do you feel like you've got all of the components of these assignments checked off?
Yeah, I know I have.
Do you feel like there's any reason your professor would dock you points for the
No, probably not. I think it's just me overthinking things and getting too involved in my own writing and, you know, the structure of sentences and that kind of thing. I know all the components are there.
Well, maybe it might help you if you just send them off and they're not on your plate anymore.
Yeah.
And then you can worry about the other things that you still have yet to finish.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think that would kind of diminish from the feeling of the mountain of work. So I guess that's something I can do tonight or soon.
So, was there anything else that you wanted to discuss?
No.
In regards to?
I think it's mostly just all the things I was saying before, where it's, you know, just getting to the end of the semester and I just have a lot to do, and, you know, I think breaking it down will probably help, breaking it down into smaller components.
Do you feel like our session has helped you in any way today?
Yeah, I think so. I think especially your idea of submitting the papers that I already have done, just to get them out of my mind and off my plate, is a good idea.
Awesome. Is this a good place to end for you?
Yes.
Awesome.